Unlike previous days, today we Mountvians are just taking all the people to different session. The sudden outbreak of COVID-19 has pounded the whole world. The statistics show 188 countries are directly affected, whereas other remaining countries are indirectly affected by this pandemic situation. More than 6.7 million people are infected, whereas 3.2 million people are cured, and around 4 lakh people lost their life due to this disastrous situation. In this goblin situation, more than 8.1 million students from 0 to 12 class of Nepal. Out of that, 31%, that comes to nearly 2.5 million plus students from private schools and 1.5 billion students from the different countries of across the world are stuck at home due to this pandemic situation. And this situation has not only stuck the people inside their home, it had caused, or it is pushing us towards the Mars problem, and that disastrous problem. And we have certain problems, psychological problems, physical problems, social problems, as well as different emotional as well as educational problems too. And the students, they are not free to join their regular classes, and they could not attend their schools. Therefore, they might have been going through the different kinds of problems, and they are suffering a lot due to this terrific condition. That this terrific state of coronavirus is pushing us towards mass of anxiety day by day. So on the same issue, today the Mountvians from grade 9 are going to discuss or presenting their ideas on the topic or on the theme COVID-19, the pandemic and human psyche. Being on the same issue, let's welcome our panelists to this session in our discussion, and let's welcome all of the people, all of the audience throughout the nation and across the world. And our Mountvians ideas might be fruitful to all the people, and they could be benefited by the message that our students are going to deliver today on the same issue. Namaste and good afternoon. I am the moderator, Thaman Basnet, and I would like to welcome our panelists, Mr. Shubham Pathak, Mr. Pralon Basnet, Mr. Susan Shrestha, Mr. Pranav Khatri, Mr. Shubham Kumar Yadav, Ms. Arya Jha, Ms. Pratibha Aryal, and let's welcome them to this auspicious program, and let's have their views and what they think about and how they are managing the lockdown. So let me begin our conversation, our discussion. So I would like to begin the discussion with Mr. Susan Shrestha. Susan Shrestha, welcome to our program. So let me begin with the question then. Susan Shrestha.
Yes, sir.
How are you spending your days?
Very hard to spend the time, and so I have utilizing the time. I'm learning the new food skills, learning to cook new food items, and learning to make new crafts and playing games on computer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'd like to move to Ms. Pratibha Aryal with the same question. How are you spending your days?
At first, thank you for a question. Nowadays, I'm spending my time by reading storybooks, writing handwritings, and making the skill of writing fast, and cooking, as well as doing exercises. That's
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your wonderful ideas. And I'd like to move to Mr. Pralon Basnet. What do you understand by human psyche?
First of all, thank you for the question, sir. Human psyche simply refers to the term that is used to define our mind or our brain. It is used to define our spirituality, which is further divided into three subparts, that is conscious mind, subconscious mind, and our unconscious mind. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful idea. And Mr. Pralon Basnet gave his wonderful ideas regarding human psyche. I would like to invite Mr. Shubham Pathak to add any ideas on the same question.
Thank you for the question. Human psyche is the totality of the human mind and its overall state, which includes conscious, subconscious, as well as unconscious mind.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would like to move to Ms. Aryaza. Define the term pandemic.
Pandemic means a very difficult situation which causes very panic. It is like a very panic situation, just like this coronavirus has caused us the situation. People are very sick, and everyone is just panic that they if they get if they get infected by coronavirus.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Aryaza, for your precious idea. So, my dear children, day by day, the number of infected people is increasing at the geometric ratio. And we know that around 2,650 people, 50 plus people are infected by coronavirus in our country. And those schools are all closed for 3 months. And these are the school days, especially if we think about previous years and previous time. And this time is very much disastrous for us. And the epidemic is growing very much disastrous every day. So in this situation, there are many more parts, there are many more events and many more factors that could have affected our life. And in the same sense, what are the possible aspects of school children that are affected by the current situation? What are the possible aspects of school children that are affected by the current situation? Mr. Susan Shrestha.
First of all, thank you for the question, sir. In this current time, all world is frightened of coronavirus. Every people are locked in the home. Every people are locked in the home, and also the school children can't go to school and continue their studies. And in this pandemic situation has have greatly affected the life of students, and some of the aspect in my opinion that affects the schools children are first of all that is mentality and physical aspect, also educational aspect, and social aspect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would like to move to Ms. Pratibha Aryal with the same question. Pratibha Aryal.
Thank
Please,
you for your
please.
question. Due to this coronavirus, the whole world is having problem. All are at home, and none of the schools are open. Due to which 7 lakh students or more than 7 lakh students are at home, and only 1 lakh students are having online classes or practical classes. And I think from this situation, from this coronavirus, students are having so much problem. They are affected mentally, as well as they are losing the habit of study, and they are affected mentally too.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is the condition that is caused by coronavirus, COVID-19, and most of the students, they are suffering by psychologically as well as physically and behaviorally. And there are different sectors, different aspects of the children that are suffering. So let's move to this situation. This is the terrific condition. Being a responsible citizen of the nation, what suggestions would you give to them so that those people could come out of the anxiety? Mr. Shubham Pathak.
Thank you for the question. A lot of school children are suffering from this lockdown, and it has continued up to 70 days. So they are suffering a lot. So I would suggest the following suggestions so that they can improve this lockdown. Uh, I would suggest those school children to develop various skills such as cooking, gardening, coding, writing, dancing, singing, and so on, and spend their time doing these activities. I'd also recommend them to spend their most of the time enjoying with family members and playing with them. Uh, and it is also better to do those activities which they wanted to do but couldn't do due to lack of time, and it's a free time, so it's the best time to enjoy themselves as much as possible.
Thank you very much. Very, very wonderful idea that you have provided to the people. They could go to gardening, they could learn the skills, soft skills, and different skills. They can do, they can perform, and they have the free time, and they can utilize this free time in a creative way. Thank you very much for your ideas. And I would like to get more ideas on the same issue from Miss Arya Jha.
We should as we should learn new skills in this situation, and we should do self study, and we should also try to improve ourselves in this free time and utilize this lockdown. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Susan Shrestha, would you like to add anything more there?
Thank you for the question, sir. So, in this pandemic situation, all the people are locked in their houses. So, utilizing this time, they all need to first of all they all need to follow the rules and regulations generated by the government, and other things. They should try to do new things in their life, and mm, this should they can also create something, and they also can decorate their houses in this time also. And in this time, it's better to search your own abilities and work for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So this is very, very threatening situation, and this alarming situation has made us speechless, and most of us are suffering, and our sufferings are still on big. And so how did we come to that point, and what we should do? That's one part. And being a citizen of our nation, our government is our guardian, and we have faith, and we believe that we have hope too. Our government should do certain things for us, and most of the time we were not looking for the government side, and this is the real pandemic situation, and this has created the terror on in all minds. At the same situation, the students from 0 to 12 class, 8.1 million people, around 81 lakh people, around 81 lakh children are at home, and they are deprived of attending their school, and they are not getting chance to socialize, interchange, or exchange their feelings, and they are somehow in their home, and they feel like being in custody. That's too much boring and too much anxiety, they are growing with. So in this situation, what special tips or what special steps should the government, especially the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, do to address the burning issue or burning problem of school children? Could you suggest in your point of view, Mr. Pralon Basnet?
First of all, thank you for the question, sir. During this pandemic days, various school children who used to go to school during these times are being locked in their own home. The government is trying their best to solve this problem and tackle this problem and get students more eager to learn. But I hope I have various other ideas as well that can help the children learn while in their own home. First of all, the price of data usage is very high. The children who don't have the ability to use Wi-Fi or internet are not getting chance to learn in Google or other websites. So the data usage price should be reduced. Not only this, but in this modern age, various children have their own mobile phones and have various technology in their own home. The Ministry of Technology, Science and Education can utilize this and host various events online, such as quiz, online classes, etc. Not only this, but the government is also trying to sort down online classes in various institutions. This should not be done because the few students who are getting the chance to learn from this online class are also being deprived of their rights. So that these are all the steps that I would suggest the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology to adopt. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Pralon Basnet, for your creative and very much fruitful ideas. I hope that our government would listen this, especially Ministry of Education, Science and Technology would take the points into the consideration so that the number of students, especially that number of students who are locked in the home, their problem would be addressed and they would be really happy to get their problem addressed. So this is the problem, and these days and this current situation has made or diverted our mind into the health, and we are health conscious, and everybody is health conscious these days, and people think that, and the government and other people, almost all people, they often talk about the health, and while talking about the health, they talk that to be healthy means not to be infected by coronavirus. See the things. To be healthy means they believe that not to be infected by coronavirus. Is it true? If not, then what else or what other aspects are there related to the health? Do you think to be healthy means merely being not to be infected by coronavirus? Mr. Subham Pathak.
Thank you for the question. I also don't think so. To be healthy, do not only means not being affected by coronavirus. According to WHO, health can be defined as the complete state of complete physical, social, and mental well-being, and not merely absence of disease or infirmity. In my opinion, various other aspects of health, such as economical aspects, political aspect of health, spiritual health, as well as other various mental and social health, are also ignored by the concerned people. So this should also be focused, and we should not only think that being healthy means not affected by coronavirus.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my dear child. I think I want to get, we want more answer, more ideas on this. So I'd like to move to Susan Shrestha with the same question.
First of all, thank you for the question, sir. Let me define health according to WHO. Health is a complete health is a complete physical, mental, and social well-being, but not merely the absence of disease or infirmities. So in this lockdown, many people are being careless, or parents are also being careless. They think that their child are healthy because they are not affected by the coronavirus. They only think about their physical aspect, and they let their child to roam here and there in this pandemic situation also. So I'm not agree with this statement, and so other various aspects like mental aspect and mental aspect, economic aspect, social aspect are also need to be considered in this pandemic situation to consider as a healthy person. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Susan, for your precious ideas. So this situation has affected the children mentally, socially, physically, emotionally, relationally. There are various aspects as you have discussed here, as you have suggested here. And to make them free from these problems, uh, the healthy home environment is very, very essential. Healthy home environment, sound mind, sound health. These are the basic assets of a harmonious family. A family must have or must practice these things. And these days, the number of children are suffered not only due to that lockdown. The lockdown has created the different situations. They are not well treated. They are not understood. Their emotions are not understood by the parents too. So in this situation, what would you do if you were a parent? What would you do to maintain the healthy home environment, Mr. Pralon Basnet?
First of all, thank you for the question, sir. During these days, due to this pandemic situation, tensions are arising everywhere. In home, also various problems are arising between the parents and the childrens. Good and harmonious family is not being created. Good parenting is very essential to create a harmonious family. Various aspects should be taken into consideration to 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 be a good parent. First of all, the parents must be close to their child. During these pandemic situations, the parents have more time to talk with the children and to know their uh, children's habits and their school life and various other things. They can grow more close to their children and gain more ideas about what they like, what they dislike, and they can be a good parent. Not only this, but the parents should not ignore various aspects of their children, such as physical, mental, social aspect. Only due to lockdown, they should try to make their children do physical activities inside a house. They should try to talk with their children when they are in hard times. Not only this, but they should not ignore the educational aspect mainly. The education should not be merely ignored due to this coronavirus. They should encourage their children to go to internet and start self-studying. This can help to provide the children more self-confidence and can also help to create a healthy and harmonious family. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would like to move to Miss Aryaja with the same question. Suppose
I
you were the
think
parent.
I think children are facing many problems and they are affected mentally as they don't get the chance to go out of the house and remain in the house. First of all, we should a parent should be close to their child, and they should also think about their children how they are affected mentally, and we should they should they should make their children to do something recreational activities, creative things, to be free from the tensions and emotional imbalance. They should keep their children busy and happy so that they don't get affected mentally. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to move to Miss Pratibha Aryal with the same question.
At first, thank you for your question. I think parents. I think this quarantine time is only time when the parents are close to their children. All the time, parents are being busy with their own work, and I think the most important thing is to be close with their children. And I think that doing meditation is also one of the most important thing to make their children mentally fit, as we cannot go out from our home, then we can do physically exercise yogas in our own home to be physically fit, and meditation to be mentally fit.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So these days, basically, we have to think about the good parenting, right? How can we conduct the good parenting? The days are very much hard and boring to spend at home. We have long days at home. Therefore, this is the time we family members are mingled and we're living together. So, Susan Shrestha, would you please add some views, your ideas about being a good parenting?
First of all, thank you for the question, sir. In this situation, everyone has got the chance. Everyone has got chance to live with their family. So these days are very boring. So I suggest as a for good parenting, this all the parents should stay with their child and spend time. They should also play with them for maintaining their mentality good, and also they need to suggest their child for the better improvement on their weakness, and they should try to suggest the new online studies for their children also, from where they can get more knowledge. And also they need to teach the child to research about their main goal or aim in the future. And this also should try to they also should teach the children to stay safe, and how to apply the safety precaution in this pandemic situation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'd like to move to Mr. Subham Pathak. Would you please add your views on the same issue?
Thank you for the question. In this lockdown, it is very essential for the parent to be responsible to maintain good and healthy homely environment at home. So, for this, parents should do various things, such as they should not let the children depressed due to the lockdown. They should uh, they should also manage various type of homely conflicts, and parents should try various measures so that their children can be happy even in this lockdown, and they will be cheerful. Parents should encourage the children to learn new things and develop new skills in them. Parents can also impart their skills and impart their knowledge to the children, so that the children can progress in the future, and it would be the very essential time for the children.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear children. You have given the very, very precious ideas to us, and your ideas would be more valuable, and it has the weight to the people, and it is very, very informative and fruitful ideas that you have suggested. And I believe that all of us are benefited by your ideas. And thank you very much for your active participation and your valuable ideas on this discussion. And today, as we had very good discussion on this, and this discussion is very much fruitful, and believe that the whole world, along with our nation and the different people, the concerned people, would get more information on this issue. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, and everybody, I believe you enjoyed this, and thank you very much.